You ready, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Is where we are at for the Elite Eight of the state of Texas high school softball playoffs. It's your Weslaco Lady Panthers taking on the Lady Panthers of San Antonio O'Connor. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by Mike Gonzalez. We also have Adrian De Leon and Vinny Berry here bringing you all the action live from Corpus.
Schools here in the state of Texas, and we are now down to the Elite Eight. Whoever wins this series will move on to the biggest stage, state tournament. There's no other place I'd rather be right now than right here at Cabinets Field to experience this. It's a pleasure, and Joe, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've got two great ball clubs on the field. You know, the Lady Panthers, of course, with nothing but sweeps. The better pitchers in all of the state of Texas. We talked about this last week. The news media had put out the top 30, and tonight they'll face another one.
Yeah, absolutely. They have another one in the circle, and her name is Sammy Portillo, and we'll give a little bit of, we'll get more into detail as the game on. This time, Joe, when you're in the Elite Eight, it's always going to come down to who makes the less mistakes, who can stay mistake-free, and who's going to have the better pitching and defense, clutch hitting.
Now we will have
Yeah, you talk about limiting errors, the less number of mistakes. Saw the Lady Panthers a couple of times leave some runners on base, but we also saw them come in with some clutch hitting, especially a pair of home runs last week. And so we've been able to see that. And, of course, as we mentioned before, these Lady Panthers can explode at any time. And so, yeah, we want to see them limit the number of mistakes on the field. We want to see they've got the opportunities when they've got the base runners. But, of course, as well, you know, we know that there are several players on this roster, in this lineup, that can take the ball deep.
No doubt about that. And you bring up excellent points all around. And with about 3 or 4 hits in a row, you had a double, a big RBI double by Elizabeth Craig. Then you had a go-ahead 2-run homer by Lexi Escamilla. The series before that against San Antonio Harlan, it was very similar to that. They fell behind 1-0, and then they got a big 3-run homer and offensively and around. And I think it was just the momentum of
You mentioned that sweep, and I want to recall that it was you that mentioned it took a getting those hits consistently, getting on base, getting the ball out of the one rule buoy to sweep them in the series last week.
Yeah, we talk about mistakes and errors.
Let me repeat, and they have really toned.
So those two teams finished second and third, have Fresno's in the area around. So that's also a very good measuring stick, and that's something that we'll also.
You're enjoying Lady Panthers. State high school softball playoffs. Your Lady Panthers taking on the Lady Panthers of San. Kicking back, sitting back, doing whatever. Starting lineups for both ball clubs. Up like this: AJ Sanchez in left, Caitlin Rodriguez, Jada Munoz, Portillo. Your Lady Panthers will be batting first, as the second is the third baseman, number 4, Alexis Solis. Batting third is the catcher, number 27, Jules Garcia. Batting sixth is the first baseman, number 22, Romy. Batting ninth, the of Weslaco High School.
And the numbers on Sammy Portillo, 7 ERA, has 12 earned runs, has struck. Move on to play at the next level, Joe. And she's going to start off against Lexi Escamilla, who in the postseason is batting .211 with 3 homers. And we talked about the big one. And
the shortstop for your Weslaco Lady Panthers, number 5, will be O'Connor. She is in the batter's box. Let me give you Milborn at third place.
5 in the series. We talked about her home run, 2 RBIs, had a walk and scored once.
Well, Portillo gets the first one in there for strike 1. Second pitch, a riser, swing and a miss, strike 2.
At her has good physical.
That one is a little change-up, and Lexi is frozen in the
fastballs to start the game, and at that time came with a little off-speed changeup, as you mentioned, and he's second in the team with a .464 batting average, 1 homer.
Inside corner, strike 1. We talked about the wind blowing out to center field. It's blowing at about 13, and as I mentioned, the sun is still out, so as it goes down, I'm pretty sure it's going to cool down just.
And I'm looking at the infielders. I see the corners kind of coming in a little bit. They think perhaps Alexis may do a little something.
Swung on, fouled back, strike two. Out of her hand because I saw the bat on the ground, but I didn't notice that it had broke in half.
I don't know.
Materials that are joined.
It'll look like, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's probably some kind of epoxy that these bat manufacturers utilize, and I'm pretty sure they may have to send it back. Yeah, we talked about the breeze blowing out to center. All of this is in tribute to what happened in Uvalde a couple of days ago. That pitch outside, even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And as I say that because we've got every day as they deal with what they had to deal with. And they'll deal. Alexis Solis doing a really good job at the plate, making Sammy work for this one.
Yeah, I mean, just like we've talked about, uplift her game, and part of it is fighting the count.
Fires at the first baseman, Ella Gonzalez, almost
mentioned being that they're playing in this kind of.
That's my thought exactly, Mike, and that's why Alexis. But nonetheless, it goes down.
Lead the team. Also leads a team with 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. Has walked 5 times with 1. Dirt might have popped out as well through the mid. Hit a line drive home run and.
Fast it got out of the park, that line drive homer that she hit. Yeah, second pitch misses for ball 1. So the count is 1 ball and 1 strike.
30 miles an hour, you know, when we.
And I know they've done it like in Little League when Little League pitcher, League baseball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Sammy Portillo as she strikes out the side. Solis. And tonight they face another pitcher of
season and throughout the season, just and especially on top of the lineup. And I mean, there's only so much that you can take in when you see him on video or what the scouting report.
Order for San Antonio O'Connor. They'll lead things off with his number 10, the first baseman Ella Gonzalez, in the A.J. Sanchez. Batting 7th, Ella, the designated player Trinity Lunsford. Third baseman is Alexis Solis. Jules Garcia. And in the
5 ERA, very impressive.
First pitch is
walked 15, has allowed 17 strikeouts in 12 innings of work.
That second pitch.
This young lady tied with 7 homers, 28 RB. O'Connor in the area around. He said the top 4, the young freshman there, Lola Rey.
Yeah, last week that was a gorgeous catch.
Average, and this is throughout the whole season. With 7 homers, 20 RBIs, and has 9 doubles. Top of their very aggressive is that includes when they hit the ball. If say they don't throw the ball to the infield right away, so that go further than that because a very aggressive team with very good speed.
Second pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 2 balls and a strike to the batter Jada Munoz and 2 strikes.
In Cat School. When something didn't go right.
Weslaco Panther dugout, but the home plate umpire, Wayne Furia. Here comes a full count pitch. The payoff, it is, and that'll bring up the 3.
Batting average, she also has 7 home runs, 46 RBIs to lead the team.
First pitch high and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, Coach Rodriguez told me that O'Connor has a number of left-handed batters in the lineup. And that we were talking about last week, that unique batting stance some hitters use.
So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Ella Gonzalez.
Since 7th grade.
Swung on, high hit ball to right field. Back goes Elizabeth. She grabs it, tagging up and going to second is Jada Munoz, and head first slide, and she's in there. So Mike, you talk Craig going back all the way to the warning track to make.
Great catch there by Craig, as you mentioned, in the warning track. And nice job there in the throw to second base.
Handed batter, first pitch missing for ball 1.
Third in the one-gamer of one-gamers.
Yeah, we have noticed that they have had 1-game series. And so that second pitch misses. 2-0 is the count to Miko Dominguez. Swung on, fly ball. Craig coming in this time, and she makes the grab for on via a walk. She advances a second on a tag, and that's all she can. And the Lady Panthers, there is no score that you brought, and the Lady Panthers did just that here in the first inning, not allowing a hit. They did get a base.
Let's make the play there, and Craig made 2 outstanding. I can tell that O'Connor, they're very aggressive at the plate. They made contact on Katia, but thankfully she was able to get some fly balls and got a strikeout to start the game. And something else to keep an eye on, Joe, that we talked about is runners left on base, and left a number of runners on base. So opportunities, when they become available, you got to take advantage of them.
It's Mia Rodriguez and Romy Nunez to the plate. Pitcher for your Lady Panthers, of course, as we've been talking about, is Katia Reyes, and she'll lead the
Batting .391 in the postseason with 1 homer and 10 RBIs, second on the team with 3 doubles and a triple.
So the first pitch to Katia misses for ball 1.
That Katia, you know, she has that demeanor, that serious look, and is able to get out of any circumstance, and did a great job last week, and she's just been doing that throughout the postseason.
Reyes, but O'Connor Portillo not gunning anywhere near the strike zone on the first 2 pitches. That one is in there.
Deal.
To left field. It goes over the left fielder, A.G. Sanchez's head.
Hitless last week, but came out there with a great hit there. You saw the right there, and is on with a leadoff double.
And that
did a great job working the count.
Yeah, she did a really good job making the pitchers really work last week. First pitch in there for strike 1.
Against Harlan in game 1, I believe it was game 1, with 4 RBIs.
And that pitch missing outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Mia Rodriguez.
You saw Mia there.
As the catcher, Dominguez, asking for some help, and Dupree saying 2 strikes.
Maybe about 5 or 6 steps from the bag. And we saw Mia look like she showed bunt right in the first pitch there. So
yeah, the catcher had gotten down on her knees and tried to bring that glove up. You know, that she does a really good job position her arm a little differently as to maybe apply some kind of Rodriguez.
Yeah, great job by Mia working the count there, making Portillo work, and that's what you want to do, is put a little more pressure.
Strike 3. So that's the 4th strikeout for Sammy Portillo here in this ball. It'll bring up the first baseman, Romy Nunez.
And that she comes off a great series last week. Well, is batting .353 in the postseason.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
And I actually talked to her after the game in game 2 and just remember what that was like, and just step up when needed. And that was a big-time home run. That was a big-time. They went very.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is out number 2, and strikeout number 5 for Portillo.
Yeah, and that came in 3 pitches, strike 1, strike 2, and then struck out swinging. Batting average, 1 homer, 10 RBIs.
In there for strike 1.
You talk about 5 seniors, Joe, at their actual graduation tomorrow night. I had the pleasure to be there along with Val Zamora, who did Bet Morales there. And here, you're going to take it out in the real world. And his message was basically like, you're ready. You're ready for the real world.
Strike 2, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Stacy Bautista.
And I really loved how Coach Stroman also said that it's not so much I'm paraphrasing a little bit, we have a strikeout.
Swing and a miss. A leadoff for Sammy Portillo.
Just with Coach Stroman, they're the only team in the Rio Grande Valley alive in the softball playoffs in the Elite 8. So I know there's fans from all across the
is that when their teams are eliminated, they begin to back one of the other teams, and being as you are not from Weslaco, big long trip for a lot of people. So they'll make the journey northward. The O'Connor Lady Panthers Salinas due up.
And Portillo comes in with a .311 batting average, has 4 homers, 23 RBIs, and that includes 6 doubles.
Little off-speed pitch. That one misses a little low and outside for ball 1.
History, the only other Valley program to do that is
strike 2 Portillo.
And I remember, Joe, when the Lady Panthers Needle fans there wearing the Sam Needle shirts, but cheering for the Lady Panthers.
Outside corner, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes is now the count on Sammy Portillo. So here comes the 1-2. Outside, ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Portillo.
And they were just trying to get Portillo to chase.
Swung on, fly ball to left field. Rodriguez going back and about 2 steps in front of the warning track makes the grab for that Katia Reyes has produced.
Yeah, and that was hit to Jolie Rodriguez out in left field, who's done an outstanding job as a leader on them, have made contact. We had a liner to center fielder and some flyouts there. But, you know, right now the Lady Panthers are playing pretty good defense.
That they are, and speaking of making contact, there was no contact on that one. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1 ball. Swung on, foul ball. Romy Nunez just strikes. Swung on, that's Rodriguez, wasted no time getting the ball to
Anela, number 22, 333 batting average with 2 homers, 24 RBIs.
And AJ Sanchez, Ella Salinas, excuse me, is in the batter's box for O'Connor. Get one, so that has to be ball 1.
Yeah, sometimes the
ball 2. But as we learned last week, sometimes they're very delayed in the call. So 2
in the outside corner there. It was 2-0, so now it's 2-1 as we see Salinas taking the
3.
And we talk about the
but I mean, turn it inside is toss it into the dugout, but the home plate umpire said that is strike. So the count is now full, but it falls in front of her, and it remains 3 balls and 2 strikes.
So Craig gave it a good run.
2 runners and 1 at first, 1 at second, and 1 out.
Is it on the mound? We saw this last week. We do know that there's only 1 out, or you can get it at second and first for a double play. There's going to be a force out in third. Are we on the right? Are we on the right page?
At the plate for the O'Connor Lady Panthers with runners at first and second and 1 out here in the bottom of the score between the Lady Panthers.
And does have 5 doubles.
Play, strike 1.
The Carter took it.
So nothing in 1 to count to Carter. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Swung on, fly ball, center field, back goes Reyes, and out goes that ball.
Fastball right down the middle, and Carter took advantage of an 0-1 pitch, 3-0.
Yeah, Mike, you mentioned season.
And that's RBIs 17, 18, and 19 for the young sophomore.
So that'll
the numbers on her. She's only a freshman, first of all. She's hitting 270.
Umpire going to the dugout to grab some fresh softballs. So he's back. So we'll get back to O'Connor over Weslaco. First pitch swung on, fouled back, strike 1.
But like what we or allowing some runs or
to Lunsford, swung on.
Yeah, aside from maybe 1 batter, Joe. I know a few of the Weslaco fans wanted that pitch.
Over there is Rodriguez. It's in the.
That was a 1-2 pitch off the wall there, and Spur doesn't go beyond second base.
It's Leanne Good. She flew out to center field her first time. Now have 2 out.
And as you mentioned, Joe, keeping
outside corner
at McNeil.
1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, she
outside ball 2
with the biggest heart on the team. It's a team that's
swing and a miss, strike 2. So the count is even at 2 balls and misses. The count is now full with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Runner at second so the second walk issued this inning. And once again, the O'Connor Lady Panthers.
And this young lady will play batting average
First pitch in there for strike one.
Yeah, it'd be nice if Katia can get out of this inning.
It's off the fence, and 2 runs are going to score. Gonzalez is on her way to third. So 5-0 is pitch. Mia Rodriguez jumps up, 4 hits. 1-2, it's San Antonio.
Right through come alive here, and Munoz there.
At the top of the batting order, Lexi.
And we've seen her. He was able to
get the out.
I think it's meant times, and those are the kind of plays that are there. But just this time, doubled her last time up. I mean, we
hit hard but out of play. So the count remains 1-2 count. Ball.
Yeah, we know that she.
That's going to do it for 5-0 O'Connor. Here, Brent. Between the dial going into. So the count is not it to be in, but I did note a good job by 7-4.
To see if she can
pitch missing low for ball.
And Portillo.
Haven't given.
Dun, dun.
I was looking for, but he's on my hamburger. We go back. Swung on. Strike 3, and that is bring up the leadoff.
Aggressive at the plate that we haven't said much. And very talented, very athletic. She's so competitive that they didn't even a game of chess. She brings that pad, and she said, "Oh yeah, by far."
When we talk of basketball, it's an ankle twister. That's a 1-2-3 inning for your Lady Panthers. No errors. We've played 4.
She didn't have a single 1-2-3 of the inning of the night there. She's doing a great job. Will the Cats say anything to you? Circle.
Well, we head to the top of Batista to the plate. All the
swinging.
Mike working the counts. So very good side, ball 2.
And just like her first, pretty far back, but the first baseman kind of creeping up a little bit on that side.
Yeah, she's playing just about 2 steps in front of the bag. And so she's playing somewhat shallow. Rodriguez.
Yeah, and the ladies.
Looked over to the coach. Coach is really the O'Connor batter.
Yeah, that was a nice off-speed pitch. A strikeout there.
Tonight. 1.
And we know what she was thinking there.
So 0-1 to count to Nunez. Swing and a miss. But nonetheless, the count is 1 ball and 2 strike. For strike 1.
For the Lady Panthers, and we got some big
off the wall.
Right center field gap there. I was looking at the right fielder there, and the shitsy runner.
That's going to be Lola Reyes. So with 2 outs, that one catch where the sun's beginning to set here.
Julie just needs to find a way to get on base because of
all family, we were timed, and they're pretty much on even level when it comes to that. Is an off-speed pitch
there by Julie. There's 2 on with 2 outs, and then we have another courtesy
coming into courtesy run late. She is 0 for 1 tonight.
Yeah, to cheer on some.
We may have seen that film on her.
And I'm wondering what the conference is all about.
A system up to the box, the press box. There's no communication. Relief pitcher and or the other players, it's hard to tell because they're so far from you. So a double of the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 5-0 O'Connor. Well, Mike, last week the Bowie Club had some, I'm sorry, train of thought there.
It was Bowie with
Chicken Dancers here. Right back. Got some out there in the clap, clap,
And-
clap,
and- and-
clap. And limited by my headset.
Well, here's the next question.
The fifth inning, Amico Dominguez and Sammy Portillo.
And the fly to right field her first time up. And since the big second inning, these hitters, since that bit, almost at the warning track, they're respecting her power.
Mentioned a lot of hours in the batting cage. In comes Reyes, and she makes the.
Looking a little with her next year. Move on, or will we go? Like she kind of counts in her head a little bit there, and I think that's up at it. And
Ball two structure for this O'Connor ball club.
yeah, I'm looking.
That's going to be a. So that's a.
Done a good job in all over the field, home run or something. In the circle is going to be in good hands.
Swing and a miss, strike three.
There, I think reacted at the
8.
2 outs.
Swung on, fly ball, select for O'Connor. Yep. Top of for 2 today, a strikeout and a ground out is what she's done at the plate tonight. And
Go ahead 2-run homer last week.
that pitch inside, ball 2. Just noticed that, Mike. Thanks
Yeah.
for pointing that out.
Yeah, and big sister Audrey's playing tonight. In the
That one low for ball 3.
big sister playing in the junior college NCAA World Series.
Nice. And the older sister had to bow out due to injuries.
Right.
So a lot of
Torn ACL.
yeah. Strike 1, 3 balls and a strike. A lot of softball in this Escamilla family, as we mentioned earlier, and then you got the Reyes girls as well. So just a lot of young ladies, siblings on this, or have come through this program. Better yet, that one almost gets Lexi. She moves out of the way, and that is only the second walk issued tonight by Portillo.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm not, no, the second time tonight that the Lady Panthers are able to get their leadoff batter on, and that's going to bring up Alexis Solis. Alexis Solis 0 for 2 tonight, 2 strikeouts, and that one is strike 1.
Yeah, she struck out swinging both times, and for some of these players, it's the first time facing this kind of competition in their careers, being that they're so young.
That pitch missing for ball 1. So the count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Solis. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Solis has a lot of room down the third base line. I'm looking at the left fielder, and I'm noticing that she's kind of creeping a little more to her right side.
Foul down the right field side of the park, 1 and 2.
Sometimes the left fielder will play a little closer to the line there, but young lady over there, AJ Sanchez, is not by a.
Because when you've got a power pitcher like Portillo, you don't expect a lot of people to pull the ball. So you're going to expect a lot of batters to be behind because the bats are coming around later.
Right. So there's not as much room in the gap between left and center, but you do have a good gap between right and center.
That pitch is low, and now the count is full.
So we talk about working the count. This young sophomore, Solis, great job working the count there. And just trying to find a way to get on base because we got the heavy-duty hitter on deck.
So here comes a payoff pitch to Solis. Swung on, hit to center field. Back goes the center fielder, she makes the grab. Escamilla thought that might be a gapper, but Rodriguez really on her horse and had the right angle on it and was able to make the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, I mean, give credit to the scouting report there of O'Connor that had her played perfectly. And the center fielder, as you mentioned, took a
catcher, Jules Garcia. She is 0 for 2 tonight.
And you mentioned Escamilla. She was about halfway.
Field as O'Connor has a word with the
full of pitchers, Joe, on this team. I mean, Portillo is their ace pitcher, but they have a young sophomore, Talia Reyes, that has come into the circle and put in a lot of work. And as a matter of fact, she was the one that got the save last.
No, it's just both coaches
it's just
out
both
there.
Coaches,
yeah,
right.
One talking to the catcher-pitcher duo, the other's talking to the infield. And now they all head back to the dugout. Coach, Coach Rodriguez talking to the batters, Jules Garcia, and of course, Katia Reyes, who's due up, and Lexi Escamilla, who's at first base.
Yeah, I mean, Jules is such a dangerous hitter and has a respect of the opponent that you have two coaches out there going, talking to the players, making sure that everybody's in the right positions.
So Jules Garcia steps into the batter's box with Lexi Escamilla at first base. Coach Rodriguez having a few words out there with Don Milborn. Not exactly sure what they would be discussing, as I really haven't seen anything. So the first pitch to her misses high for ball 1.
And the infield is playing back there. The second baseman has 1 foot in the green area and 1 foot. Well, both of her feet right now are in the green area, and the shortstop right inside the infield area.
Second pitch missing high as well, ball 2. So 2 pitches way off the mark there, Mike. That's something we haven't seen.
Yeah, that's a great point there. As mentioned, they have other pitchers on the roster, so we don't know how deep Portillo normally goes in a game.
That pitch low, 3 balls and no strikes to Garcia. So remember, the leadoff batter was walked. The last batter popped up to center field, and this batter now, Jules Garcia, is
cheering on Jules. And I was looking at Coach Rodriguez after the last pitch there, and he was just kind of looking down, and I don't know if that's a particular signal to Jules. I don't know if it's a 3-0 goal.
So 3-0 count to Garcia. Ball 4, 4 straight pitches, and it's a walk. So 2 batters on via walks here in the 6th inning. Runners at first and second, 1 out, and that'll bring up Katia Reyes.
Yeah, great job there by Jules taking the pitches there.
And that's going to do it for Portillo, Mike. They're coming out with another player, and my guess is that she's going to the circle. And looks like that's going to be Haley Carter. No, I'm sorry, number 25, 2-5. I saw 1-5. Tivoli Martinez.
Okay, yes.
Tivoli Martinez.
Yeah, she's a young lady, Joe, that I think got the save last week.
She is a sophomore.
She is a sophomore, right. And the numbers on her are 30 innings pitch, 1.87 ERA, has allowed 1 home run this year, has struck out 34. So, yeah, I mentioned Talia Reyes. She is also listed as a pitcher, but Tavali is the one that closed the game last week at Round Rock, or against Round Rock.
Well, looks like she will be the new lady in the circle for O'Connor. So that's going to do it for the starting pitcher, Sammy Portillo. She pitched 5 1/3 innings, gave up only 2 hits. Nope.
If a Cat Reyes can get the goose egg out for Weslaco, she's done a great job at the plate.
She's 1 for 2 tonight. She had that nice hit down the left field line, that double to get things started, or to start the inning, in the 2nd inning. So we have no communication with the umpire. The only thing we know is that we have a new pitcher. Not sure if they put Portillo anywhere else, and I haven't seen her anywhere else either. So looks like everybody else has remained the same.
And I think he's going to let Coach Hinojosa, the members of the coaching staff, know what the changes are.
So now all the changes have been shared with the coaches and the people in the press box. So Katia Reyes comes up to the plate. Bid strike one.
Yeah, she got the outside corner there. Was very close.
So 0-1 to count to Katia Reyes. Swung on down the third base line, just foul. Good job there by Don Milborn to stick his foot out there and keep the ball close by, and no one has to go chasing it into the corner.
Yeah, Cat was trying to go down the third base line where we mentioned earlier, a lot of room over there for the runners to round the bases.
That one way outside for ball one. And again, we've seen the catcher do that often, where she'll ask for a pitch in the other batter's box. Swung on, fly ball to center field. And that one is off the fence. One run is going to score, and a runner going to get the runner at third base in.
To third, and she delivered there to get the out there. Nice job by Good there. But the Lady Panthers of Weslaco are on the board, and I noticed that Lexi got a late jump there because she wasn't sure if it was going to be hit far enough or not, but did round third and scored.
Well, remember, the center fielder Rodriguez had a great catch not too long ago, so you can see the hesitation as to why, or maybe why they were hesitant in going right away. Mia Rodriguez now at the plate. You know, because that young lady, Caitlin Rodriguez, covers a lot of ground out there.
Yeah, absolutely. But you saw the relay from center to short, and then just Good delivering a great throw right on target to third base.
Outside, ball two.
But nevertheless, the Panthers are on the board, so it's 5-1, and the runner is at second base.
Katia Reyes at second base for the second time tonight, excuse me. That looked like a changeup, but that one was way outside.
A lot of room in the gaps.
Watches that one go by for strike one. So the count is 3 balls and a strike to Rodriguez.
Nice pitch there by the young lady.
Watches that one go by for strike two.
And Rodriguez struck out looking in the 5th inning, so you wonder if she'll be a little more aggressive this time at the plate. As I see Coach Hinojosa at first base giving Mia some instructions.
So the count is full with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Runner at second in Katia Reyes. Swung on, fouled back. She remains alive.
Yeah, we saw a lot of this last week. The Lady Panthers were able to get some clutch hitting. Can Mia deliver?
So 3-2, Katia will be moving. Swung on, grounder to the third baseman, picked up by Carter, fired to first for out number 3. The Lady Panthers do get one on that double of the 6th. It's 5-1, O'Connor on top.
Through 5.5. O'Connor 5, Weslaco 1.
Well, Mike, the Lady Panthers able to erase that goose egg from the scoreboard, get one here, but still down 4.
With only one more inning left, one more opportunity. So for the game, they've left 4 runners on base. So they've had a few chances there. And against a team like this, very, very tough team. So opportunities to just keep pitching the way she's been pitching the last few innings and keep O'Connor at 5 runs.
Right. Due up for the O'Connor Lady Panthers in the bottom of the 6th inning is Ella. 1 for 1 tonight. She has a single and a walk.
Right fielder number 22, Ella Salinas.
First pitch missing for ball 1.
Yeah, Ella walked in the second and scored on that homer.
Second pitch missing low for ball 2.
Yeah, I was kind of watching Jules right now, just kind of motioning to stay calm a little bit.
That one is in there for strike 1, and it worked. And that's just the chemistry between those two. As we've mentioned throughout the season, they've been together for 6 years at least. Swung on, fouled back, out of play. Count is 2 balls and
9-2-0.
So here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
It's more or less.
I can't add. I only got one hand available.
Yeah, and it started in the 3rd inning. So she's been the cat that we've known the last 3.
At the first pitch, it's a fly ball. Out goes Escamilla, high in the air. Escamilla doing a good job getting under it to make that out. And now there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, we saw Escamilla move to her left side to make sure you talk about Lola with good range. So does Escamilla at shortstop. Outstanding shortstop for the Lady Panthers.
That'll bring the designated player, Trinity Lunsford. She too swings at the first pitch, but it's fouled back into the netting. Lunsford is 1 for 2 as well tonight.
I think Katia has only 1 inning where she's retired the side in order. It'd be nice to get out of this one in the 6th inning with a quick 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, the 1-2-3 inning that. Two outs, 1-2 count on Lunsford. Here comes the 1-2. That is in there for strike 3 and strikeout number 7. Mike, you asked for it. You got it. Another 1-2-3 inning for your Panthers. And we played 6 here in Cabinets Field in Corpus Christi. And at the end of 6, it's the San Antonio O'Connor Lady Panthers 5, your Lady Panthers of Weslaco 1. Well, we're down to the
inside corner there, and a great location there, and got out of the inning once, and get on base and see if they can score 4 runs. We know they have the capability of doing that.
We've seen these girls come through before. You know, batting 9th is Elizabeth Craig, and you were talking earlier about, you know, the underestimated power that young lady had, especially when it came to Bowie last week.
And we saw her hit the ball hard at her last at-bat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we just need a couple of base runners and then give Elizabeth Craig an opportunity, and then you'll be right back at the top of the starting lineup.
Top of the 7th inning. And your Lady Panthers will send Romy Nunez, Stacy Bautista, 0 for 2 tonight, 2 strikeouts.
And in the circle, it looks like it's still Tavali.
The first pitch fouls it back for strike 1.
So I know the rules are a little different in softball. But yes. So it would be back-to-back games.
Yeah, I got to look that up. I apologize for not knowing that. But, yeah, you're right, Mike. I believe you are absolutely correct. Swung on to the shortstop. Good, picks it up. Good.
Yeah, you know, being that she's a division, but Nunez had an opportunity to go to second on that play. The ball went all the way to the fence there, but I think
That courtesy runner is going to be Kyra Sosa, another sophomore on this ball club. Jules Rodriguez, I'm sorry, Stacy Bautista is next. She is 1 for 2 tonight, a double and a strikeout. Outside, ball 1. Yeah, who knows what happened to Good there. Maybe it's just the adrenaline, knowing that you only need 3 outs and you're just, you know, really bubbling up on the inside. And sometimes you just get, you know, maybe just hang on to it a little bit too long because that ball was thrown low.
he could have made the play, but it would have been a very difficult play.
And again, they're playing on this rubber, so.
Right, that's another good point.
That pitch is low for ball 2. So the count is 2 balls and 1 strike to Stacy.
You know, you wonder if Coach Rodriguez will be a little aggressive here,
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
or is he going to just depend on the hitters to put the ball in play and, you know, see what unfolds.
Yeah, I'm not sure. At least that would be my opinion here in this position. That pitch is low for ball 3, so the count is full.
Yeah, great stop there.
That is strike 3. Bautista watches that one go by. And that'll bring up
Number 18, Julie Rodriguez.
And Julie has walked and popped to second tonight.
first pitch, foul ball, nothing in 1 to count.
Two, same time, 7
Yeah.
p.m.
Swing and foul back, strike 2. So nothing in 2 the count to Rodriguez. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Lady Panthers down 5-1. Elizabeth 1. So 1-2 count to Rodriguez. Foul. That might stay in play, but it does, and it falls safely as the left fielder, Sanchez, can't get to it. It was tailing, so I wasn't too sure from where I'm seated if it was going to go out of play or not, but it did stay in the field of play. But the count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Julie did.
Strike 3. But the first base is occupied, so no catcher behind the plate. And 1.
And struck out swinging.
And they're all on their feet now. Outside, ball 2.
If Craig could get on base, then we'll have
Another one of those sophomores on this ball club. Swung on, fouled into the O'Connor dugout. You saw them jump back. And the count is now 2 balls and a strike. Martinez wants it checked out as the backing in behind the home plate between the dugouts is actually stone. So if it hits hard, it's going to nick up that softball. So I'm pretty sure she wanted that one checked out before she got it back. 2-1 count to Elizabeth Craig. Inside.
2 outs. O'Connor trying to get game 1 under its belt.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Softball playoffs goes to, for the great camera work, Adrian DeLu. Mike Gonzalez, I am Joe Aguilar saying goodnight from Cabinets Field, where the San Antonio, this best of 3 series right here at Cabinets Field at. Oh, yeah.